Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Kayla Slenza, and today I'm going to be talking about something that is super duper important to me. If you follow me on social media, especially on Instagram, you'll know that fitness is basically my life. I post about it a lot. So today I want to talk about my journey because I feel like a lot of people, not that they don't understand, they just don't know, or like they don't know why, or they don't know how I got to where I am today. I get a fair amount of anxiety, so like if you guys see me biting my nails or touching my hair or doing whatever, it's literally because I'm inside right now. Okay, so we're gonna start back like long time ago. So growing up, I was always in really good shape. Playing soccer, you're literally almost doing something every day. I would have practices like say 2 or 3 times a week, plus I would play a game once or twice, and then my team also did other things on the side. So we would go to the gym on Sundays, or we would do Pilates on Friday nights or stuff like that. We were really active. I wanted to get into law, so my mindset and how I was at that time, I felt like I needed to do either law or soccer, because especially going like post-secondary school, doing sports, it's a lot. Like you're doing stuff twice a day, maybe more, you know, and that's every single day. And I thought to myself, like, I wanted to focus on my studies. I was actually the first person in my family to go to university. Thank you. Thank you. So that was super important to me. Studying was like, it was like my #1 priority. So that's mainly the reason why I stopped playing soccer. We're gonna fast forward now. I'm in university. I went to the University of Toronto, the Mississauga campus, May 2013. So my boyfriend at the time, we went on vacation with a bunch of friends. There was like 10 or 12 of us. We went to Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic. I had got all of my vaccinations and shots that I needed to travel before I went. But for some reason, when I got home from this trip, I would say like 2 weeks later, I got really sick. Really, like I wasn't like throwing up and stuff. It was sick in like a different way. It's like, it sounds maybe kind of gross, but when I would go to the washroom, I would bleed a lot. My first initial thought was, oh my god, maybe I like caught something, or I got like a lot of mosquito bites, so I was like, maybe I got West Nile, or I literally had no idea. It was like super weird. I was pretty scared, to be honest, because I was like, that was like the only thing that was on my mind. I was like, holy crap, I caught something on this trip, like how? So my mom was like, okay, let me take you to our family doctor. So I went to the family doctor, and honestly, she did not help me. She didn't do anything for me for quite some time. She would say like, oh, I don't know what's wrong with you, or I can't figure it out, or come back and we'll do more tests, we'll do more blood work. And it just kind of went on and on and on. And over that summer, I started developing more symptoms. It came to a point where it was September, so this was May, so June, July, August, September, so 4 months that this was going on. I said to my doctor, like, you need to figure out what is going on with me. I did a colonoscopy in September 2013, and I remember like I woke up from the anesthesia or whatever it's called, and I looked like the specialist that had done the colonoscopy for me, he was like pretty much right above me, and just his look on his face, I knew that something was wrong. He basically told me that I have something called ulcerative colitis. I'm not sure if you guys have ever heard of it or if you know what it is, but it's a digestive disease. So in the most simplest terms to explain to you guys, it's basically inflammation and an infection in my large intestine. So when I was eating food, my body was having a hard time digesting it properly. The solution for this is to take medication. As all doctors will tell you, they only recommend medication because that's what they learn. So that's what I did. Fast forward a little bit to December 2013. I was still feeling like crap, but I was okay. Like I was able to function, I was able to go out, I was able to be social still with like very like very little limitations. So my boyfriend at the time, the same boyfriend, we went away again with our friends, but this time we went to Cuba. At this point, I had lost maybe like 10 pounds. It wasn't too much, it wasn't really noticeable. You may or may not be able to notice, but I definitely lost about 10 pounds at that time. So over like 6-month period after New Year's, I got severely sick. I had so much pain that I would like lay in the fetal position in bed all day long. I would not leave my bed. I would just be curled up. I would have blankets over me. I would get like bad migraines. Like if you've ever had a bad migraine, I swear to God, think about that time and times it by like 15. Like my migraines were outrageous and I could not eat anything. Anything I put in my mouth would come out one way or another and it wouldn't be good. I was so sick, like to the point where I actually had to drop out of university. Not fully, but I was in my 3rd year and I had just started 2nd semester. It was just January 2014. It was that bad. I was basically bedridden, and when I wasn't in bed, I was at the hospital getting tests done or just like in emergency. Yeah, like it was a scary time. I made the decision to just completely stop taking the medication. My GI specialist was not happy about it. We fought and fought. I was basically on a really strict diet. Like I was eating only white toast, pretty much plain. I wouldn't even put butter on it. If I put anything, I was putting peanut butter, I think. I was having plain white potatoes. I was eating applesauce. Like my diet was very minimal until my body started getting used to it, and it took, I would say, like 2 or 3 months. And it wasn't, at that point, I wasn't like, I can't tell you that I was good, but I was better than where I was. By April 2014, I had lost so much weight. It was seriously between 35 and 40 pounds, and you could definitely tell by the picture. I was skinny as shit. Like looking back at this picture is just like, it really gives me the goosebumps. Other people were like noticing that I lost a lot of weight, and for people who didn't know what I was going through or what was going on with my body or my disease or whatever, I would get like complimented on it, and people would be like, oh my God, Kayla, you lost so much weight, you look so good. And like I kind of started like believing that like this is the body that I should have, when in reality it was not what I wanted at all. So we're gonna fast forward to January 2015. So this was about 6-7 months after I finally started feeling better. I gained a little bit of weight in which you can see, but it wasn't too much. But I was starting to get my shape. Like I wasn't in good shape, but I was starting to get more meaty. In 2015 is when I started to drink again. It was like a year that I was feeling good. So I started partying again. I just felt like I needed to catch up. So like when I tell you I was going out a lot, I was going out Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays. I was gaining weight from drinking a lot. I was gaining weight because I was eating a lot of food from the drinking, a lot of junk food. I have like a couple pictures like the following year, May, I think it's 2016. So this is my new boyfriend and my current boyfriend, Alan. You guys have seen him in my previous videos. He's the love of my life. Love you. So I met him in November 2015. This picture is from May 2016. We just started dating. When I met him, I kind of slowed down on going out. I wasn't really drinking as much, but we were still going out together because we just met each other. We wanted to go out with our friends. We wanted to party still a bit. Fast forward again into March 2017. So we had been dating for about 1.5 years, and this life just like fully caught up to me, and I was not happy with myself whatsoever. I think this picture that I took was like the day that I looked at I took this picture and I looked at myself and I said, holy shit, Kayla, like what have you done to yourself? Like I didn't think anything was wrong, you know, until you take that picture and you're like, wow. So that's when I got into the gym. I wasn't doing weightlifting at all at this point. I was just doing cardio because that's all I knew. That's what I thought would make me lose all of this fat that I gained. And I wasn't really seeing results. I mean, I saw very minimal. Like me and Alan, we went away in May 2017 to Punta Cana. And like, as you can see, like I slimmed down a little bit, but like I was like a box. Like it sounds so bad, but like no matter which angle you looked at me, I was like this. If you were looking at me front like this, my body was like this. I had no curves at all. If you were looking at me sideways, I was like this. Like just a freaking box. And it was not cute. And just like no. Throughout that summer, I was mainly just doing cardio. Like I said, I kind of started incorporating weightlifting, but I was doing like machines because I honestly had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know anything about how to properly train my body parts or certain areas of my body. So I would just use machines because they were easy, they were convenient, they have pictures to show you what to do. That year, September 19th, 2017, I lost my mom. Sorry, oh my god, I'm gonna do this again. My mom had been dealing with cancer. She was fighting it on and off for like 11 or 12 years. So like all those times that I told you that she was supporting me and helping me when I was sick, she was actually sick herself, and she was taking care of me she was taking care of me. Like after everything, I didn't go to the gym obviously because I was super depressed, I was super sad, and of course I was like basically binge eating again. So I was eating a lot of junk food and things that weren't good for me to basically make me feel better. Literally, I came to a point where I was just like reminiscing and thinking about my entire life, and I just said to myself again, like, Kayla, you need to be healthy. And I was just thinking of like my mom. I finally got myself back into the gym when I was feeling better, and I started lifting weights, like free weights, and I wasn't really sure what I was doing, but I was like kind of watching Instagram videos and I was testing it out. I would come home from the gym and I would feel so tired, but I would feel amazing. Like I felt like everything that I just had went through, I just let all of the steam and the anger and the sadness and the frustration and every single thing that I felt was like, it stayed with me at the gym. Like I would come home and of course I was still like sad, but I just felt like so much was lifted off of my shoulders. Started purchasing like programs from some fitness gurus that I follow. One being Chrissy Chella. I absolutely love her, and the other one was Gabby Cheyenne. I purchased both of their programs and I started doing them. I was doing Chrissy's a little bit first, and then I bought Gabby's, and I really liked Gabby's, and I stuck with Gabby's for a few months, and I just felt so good. Every day I was going to the gym, I felt like every single stress and worry and anger inside of me was just like, I was like pumping weights, and I was like oh, like it was just coming out of me, and it was just like, it was such a good feeling that I just kept doing it and kept doing it and kept doing it. And I started my fitness journey, and I'm just like so happy. I've made so much progress. Roll to April 2018, Alan and I went to Mexico, and I took this picture, and after I took the picture, I really looked at myself, and I didn't know that I had made so much changes from when I got back to the gym in like October, November 2017 till April 2018 until I took this picture. So one thing I've definitely learned is to take pictures, girls. It is so important. Like, you look at your body every single day, so it's hard for you to like notice changes, but taking pictures, you can look back and be like, holy shit, like, did I do that? You know? From those results, I just kept going, and I just taught myself a lot of things. I do a lot of research even still to this day, and I was doing it last year. Lots and lots and lots of research. There's so much information on Instagram, and that's where I was just learning things, and I was finding different training techniques and different methods, and it's just like a lot of trial and error. I especially learned, I would say in the last like 8 to 10 months especially, that diet has been such a huge factor for me. It is. Some people are really lucky. They can just go to the gym and can eat whatever they want, and they look amazing, and that's like that's great for them, but like that just doesn't work for me. So I'm working really hard. I go to the gym 5 days a week. I have 2 rest days. I just started a new split, so I'm doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, off Thursdays, Friday, Saturday, off Sunday. So I'm going to show you guys where I am right now. We're at May 6th, 2019. So I'm gonna show you what I'm looking like right now. I'm definitely really happy with my progress. Like, it's honestly amazing. I'm so proud of myself. I still have a lot to go, so check it out. So this is from the front, full body. These are my quads. You can see they're starting to slowly come in. Don't mind my room, and please do not give me shit for the ugly color, because I know already. So that's where I'm at right now. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video, let me know in the comments, because I really want to do more videos and vlogs on my fitness and like the type of workouts I'm doing, what I'm eating in a day, etc. If you have any questions about like ulcerative colitis or anything like that, you can also put that in the comments, because I know I talked about it kind of a lot, but in reality I didn't talk about it enough. It's a growing problem for people, especially in our generation. A lot of people are getting it. If you guys were interested in learning more about that, let me know, because I could do a whole video dedicated just to ulcerative colitis and my story in regards to that. But otherwise, make sure you subscribe, and thank you so much for watching and showing all your support, and we'll see you next time.